All right, chat. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into the next part of my stream before we start playing Final Fantasy VII. We gotta talk about Batman, specifically Batman, the animated series, episode 4, chat, The Last Laugh. Which, Jesus Christ, like I love the title cards for the animated series. They're also, and this one is especially creepy because you have fucking Captain Clown just staring at you, dead-eyed, not blinking, chat, just horrifying. It's a terrifying image, chat. I don't like it. Made me very uncomfortable as a child. And I was like, what the fuck is this thing? And it's revealed what he actually is, chat. We'll get into it. But chat, I gotta set the scene for you, okay? It's fucking April Fool's Day on Gotham City. And if I was a Gothamite, a resident of Gotham City, I would be fucking terrified of April Fool's Day. Because that's obviously the holiday the Joker would love the most. It's like anyone, like Gotham's like, oh yeah, fuck April Fool's Day, can't wait to do it. Like the paper's like, this is gonna be a great day. Is it gonna be a great day? One of your most notorious and notable supervillains is a fucking clown. I think that would probably be the day that he would do all sorts of schemes and shit. Fucking with people, murdering people. Like, he has a fucking high body count to begin with. But that's the one he's like, well, on April 1st, I am going to blow people away. The shit I got planned. So again, Gotham, why the hell are you celebrating that shit? Everyone should be on lockdown right now. Especially when you know he's out of Arkham Asylum. Doesn't matter, chat. Because fucking Gothamites, they're just having a good old time, reading their newspaper, pushing their baby carriages, eating some good food. They're just doing their daily business as you expect in Gotham. You know, but then there's this fucking weird garbage barge, and it looks particularly smelly, chat. You can literally see the smell coming off of that thing. It's like, well, that's fucking toxic. But I guess, you know, Gotham's not up to code, not like Metropolis, where they actually have a good garbage system. It's like, nah, fucking garbage barge. That's the fifth one that's passed under that bridge in the last 10 minutes. It's fine, don't worry about it. But chat, whatever this stink is, it's particularly bad because as soon as someone whiffs it, chat, they start laughing manically. They just can't control themselves. They start skipping in the fucking street. They start tearing their skins out, gouging their eyes out, and just laughing the entire time. Fucking babies getting pushed into traffic. People are going nuts. And who's responsible, chat? It's the fucking Joker. Of course, it's April Fool's Day. It's like I said, chat, don't fucking celebrate April Fool's Day in Gotham, because you know the Joker's around, especially when he's out of Arkham. He's got some shit planned. And so he's like, well, he's somehow used this garbage barge filled with this laughing toxin. Again, very similar to Scarecrow, you know, with the fear toxin. Maybe he was like, you know what, Scarecrow, fuck him. I'm going to take his idea, and I'm going to run with that shit. And he's doing it for revenge. I'm just going to do it for a fucking laugh. And no, to be fair, Joker is more successful with his toxin in this episode than Scarecrow was. Again, that's why he's the top dog in Gotham. He's the top big bad, chat. And so he's like, well, fuck it. While all these people are, have been inundated with my laughing toxin, my Joker toxin, I'm just going to go out there and rob them blind. I'm going to go to the jewelry store, take all that, give me all that fucking shit, just put it all in there. I'm going to rob, like old lady, take their purses, fucking kick him in the middle of the street, fucking car comes by, bah! And he starts laughing all this chat. That's what he wants. The murder is done with a smile. And he's got his goons in there, too. They're stealing shit from old ladies and kicking baby carriages out in the street. And then we just see fucking Captain Clown. And he's just staring, chat. He's always staring. It's like, I don't like this guy. This is very creepy. And Joker, he loves Captain Clown. Loves him more than Harley Quinn, which has not been introduced in the series yet. And they go back on their barge, chat, and they dump all their good loot. But then we cut to fucking Wayne Manor. And Batman, he just had a very long night of fighting crime. Alfred, he's like, Master Bruce, why don't you come upstairs? You look exhausted. And Batman's like, Alfred, you're my man. I appreciate you're like the father I never had. I mean, I had a father, but he died. But you're kind of a good replacement. And so he's like, no problem, Bruce. Hey, I drew you a bath. And Batman's like, I could use a bath. I can use a good soak. And he goes to the bathtub. He's like, there's no water. There's no hot water. Alfred, what's the deal? What's the deal, Daddy-o? And Alfred's like, I drew you a bath. So he drew a bathtub and a little shower head, and he says, April Fools. And Batman's like, fuck you. I'll just take a shower. And Alfred's like, that man does not have a single funny bone in his body, chap. Batman does not laugh at all. And so Bruce is like, all right, manservant, that you're so goddamn funny. Why don't you go ahead and turn the radio on while I'm taking my shower? I want to keep up with my news of my stories. Alfred said, sure. He turns on the chat. Batman, he's just fucking... So we get like a prolonged shot of Batman just sitting there in the fucking shower just staring. staring at absolutely nothing. We all kind of do that in the shower, but I don't want the focus on it, especially in a cartoon form. He's just staring. He's like, my parents are dead. I'm fighting crime. That's it. That's always ever thinking about, chat. And then he hears on the radio, now it's just like, yeah, there's like some weird fear toxin, or not fear toxin, like there's this garbage bar just passed by, and the smell is so goddamn, people breathe in, they're going crazy. They're losing their minds at this point. They can't stop. Laughing, chat. Even the reporter, he's been affected too. And Bruce, he's like, oh shit, this is really serious. And he's like, Alfred, fetch my robe. And then Bruce, he's just cocking balls to swing out. Alfred's like, my God, the vapors. He's like, hold on, Bruce, I gotta fan myself off. And Bruce doesn't even take a towel, chat. He's like, robe right now, I gotta go into the Batcave. He's fucking slipping and sliding down the Batcave, chat. But he goes down there. He puts on the bat. No, not didn't put on the bat suit quite yet. Not quite yet. Because he's got to draw off a little bit, chap. And he's like, back computer, analyze the toxin. Back computer goes, man, that's bad. Yeah, I mean, it causes instantaneous laughter and eventually insanity. Not just insanity, but irreversible insanity if you're exposed to it for too long. So Batman's like, I got to get a fucking antidote going. I got to make this antidote like right now. And so he calls Alfred up. He's like, Alfred, I need these things. Bring them down to me. You know, and Alfred's like, why don't you get them yourself, you bastard? And Batman's like, what? And he goes up there. He's like, Alfred, I don't want you to joke. And he hears an intercom. Alfred's just losing his goddamn. He's laughing. He's smashing things. Bruce runs up, and he sees Alfred. He's smashing all these priceless vases and artifacts from different cultures that Bruce has acquired over his time. And he notices that the windows are open, and oh my God, the fumes, the Joker stank. I'm gonna call it the Joker stank, chat. The Joker stank is coming in, and Batman, thankfully, he has the fucking mask on. He puts the little mask on, chat. Again, good to have a mask on, especially in these times. Puts that on, chat, and he fucking takes Alfred, and he just, I don't know, did he like punch him a little bit? I think he punches him a little bit, chat. Or no, he uses like an antidote. He injects him with an antidote, and I think he goes sleepy. And then he hears, though, from the back of me is like, oh, yeah, I don't know if you heard me the first time, but irreversible insanity. Not great. Not great. I think Batman does, like, punch him a little bit, and then he's like, okay, well, I got your antidote. And so he tucks Alfred in, He's like, I gotta go and take out the Joker. And so then, chat, he's not, the first introduction of the Batboat. He's not on the Batmobile in this episode, not the Batwing, it's the Batboat, which is probably the least popular of the Bat vehicles, to be fair. You know, I mean, it's good to use. I mean, honestly, chat, probably would have been better to use the Batwing in this situation. You know, just because it's like, I'm just going to shoot the fuck out of that shit and blow it up. But he doesn't want to kill the Joker either. So I guess he has that. He has the rules, chat. But Batwing probably would have been a lot better using this situation. But he's on the Batboat, chat. He's like, okay, I got to fucking infiltrate this goddamn barge. And he hops on it, chat. Meanwhile, we're on the barge itself, but underneath the barge, chat, is a fucking Joker submarine. And, you know, Joker, he's hearing some shit that's happening up top. He's like, Captain Clown, take the goddamn wheel. I'm going to see what's going on up here. And so he has the fucking periscope chase going back and forth. He passes over Batman. He's like, oh, shit, there he is. Batman's like, bah! And he punches it, hits Joker in the fucking face, which looks very painful, chat. He's like, God damn it, guys, go up there and kill the Batman. I need you to do that for me. So they waddle up there. He's got like two regular goons, chat. Like a big one and a skinny one. And he's like, Captain Clown, I'll send you out last. I want to see how these goons do against the Batman. And so they go up against him, chat, and as you expect, they get their asses kicked. And Joker's like, all right, Captain Clown, go up there. He sends him out there, and Batman, he gives him a good old punch, and he's like, ah! He's metal, chat. There's some weird Captain Clown, and he just gets a big old bear hug on Batman. Can't do anything. Joker, he rolls up this big old drum. He's like, put that fucker in here, okay? And they put him in there, chat. Joker seals that shit up top. He's like, oh, Batman. I know you probably, you know what, Batman? You probably can't breathe in there. Let me just go ahead and poke some arrows for you. And he starts poking the shit out of that thing, shit, like stabbing it, like, I'm gonna get you, you little son of a bitch. And like, each and every way. He's like, Captain Clown, please send our dear Dark Knight off into the Gotham Harbor. And Captain Clown, he grabs that fucking barrel, chat, and he chucks that shit. And of course, Joker realizes, oh, I guess his arrows are water hose. Oh, well, let's keep stealing shit. And that's what they do, chat. And Batman, he's got an issue right now, because he's slowly sinking to Gotham Harbor. Right into Gotham Harbor. Water's fucking pouring in. He's trying his goddamn best to get that shit open, chat. He's like, I'm having some issues right here. And then, he's like, okay, oh, yeah, I have the Batboat. The Batboat will save me. And so he calls the fucking Batboat over, chat. It fucking hooks onto that fucking barrel. It helps him out. And he punctures out the top of the thing, and he's like, I gotta fucking, he just starts swimming, chat, because now he's like, he have to hold his breath under there, because it's been a while. He holds his breath, and he's exhausted at this point, so, but I still gotta go for the Joker. I still gotta get that son of a bitch. And I see where he is. He hops back in the bat boat, chat, and he's tracking the barge. He sees that the barge has ended up at Ace Chemicals, chat. Ace Chemicals and Joker, he's just loading up his newest toxin. He's got to fill it up, and he has to react to different chemicals. It's a gas and a liquid. When they're combined, that's when it produces the deadly Joker toxin. And so Batman's like, fuck that shit. He gets one of those big old batarang shit, throws it at that, cuts the pipes, and the goons, they see that shit, and they're like, Batman! Joker's like, get him, boys! And then we get one of the absolute funniest scenes so far in this series. So the littlest guy, there's some like a cultural appropriation shit chat happening here. Like, he squares off with Batman, he goes, wah, wah, wah. Batman's like, are you fucking serious? Okay. And he fucking just goes right up fucking Batman chat, and he just punches him in the face and takes his mask off. He's like, fuck you. And it's a fucking, it's like not an Asian person whatsoever. So again, cultural appropriation chat. He's a little ginger. And he's like, oh god, Batman. He starts laughing, chat. The big old guy, he comes over. Same thing, rips the mask off, no problem. And Joker's like, fucking Captain Clown, get him, man. The Joker's like, he loves Captain Clown. Like, he's like, Captain Clown, I think this is the start of a beautiful relationship. He's all about him. And at this point, the battle starts to take place in the junkyard, chat, because the Ace Chemical Factory, apparently he's right next to a junkyard. Ronnie, welcome to the stream. Barry, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. And so they're wrestling in this junkyard, chat. And Batman, he's finally got the upper hand of Captain Clown. He's like, okay, I just got to kind of back up a little bit every time I take a few swings at him. Captain Clown, he fucking rips off his goddamn cape and everything. And Batman, he punches his face so much, it's like, oh, it's a facade, chat. It's revealed Captain Clown's a robot. He's an android. And Batman's like, how the fuck did Joker get this technology? It's never answered in the episode, chat. This is like some Superman like level Star Lab shit. How did Joker acquire this? I guess as we know, in the Justice League anime cartoon, Joker does attack Cadmus Laboratories and steals the various technology, which he will then eventually use Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. But, so he probably just like, I'm going to fucking steal this robot and put a fucking clown mask on it. That's what I'm thinking he did. And so Batman's like, okay, I got to end this shit. And so he fucking fights him on this like metal presser chair. You know where you fucking throw cars and they turn these little cubes. Batman, he just fucking kicks him in there. He's like, pop! Falls in there, chat. He activates the switch, and Captain Clown is no more. He gets cubed. Chat. He comes up, and Joker has the line of the episode. You killed Captain Clown. You killed Captain Clown. Oh, well. And so Joker, he goes ahead, he brings this fucking crane around, and he fucking drops all this trash on Batman, chat. And Joker's like, hoo-hoo-hoo, Batman, you stink, pee, you, hoo-hoo-hoo. And you see that Joker's riding on the cubed, the box that is of Captain Clown. He's just going up into that factory, chat, and they get one of my favorite shots coming up. Batman's like, motherfucker, I smell like shit now, I'm a smelly Batman. And he starts running, he's right. Why is the Joker always right? And he starts fucking booking it. You get the theme song playing in the background. Ba 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 ba. And then we cut the Joker, and he's just like cross-legged just to have his theme song. He's just staring. He's just like, I love it because you have like all these shadows coming across his face, and he's just smiling and staring blank at the camera. It's like one of my favorite shots from the animated series. It's so cool. And eventually, Batman, he fucking catches up to the Joker, but the Joker, he's like, I got you, Batman, because he swings up to, like, a precipice, chat. A little precipice. And Batman's like, I'll get you. And he eventually swings up there, too. Joker, he fucking nosedives down another tunnel. Batman's trying to keep up with him. Joker, he grabs a rope. He swings himself over to this other precipice he's on up there. Batman's like, oh, shit, I gotta stop. He tries to stop, chat, but he's holding on the very edge of this pipe with his fingertips because of flames. Apparently, this factory burns garbage. Not very healthy. That's why Gotham is such a horrible pollution problem. Joker's like, this is a perfect opportunity. And then he has one of my other favorite lines. Oh, getting a little toasty there, Batman. You're going to melt like a grilled cheese sandwich. And so then he activates one of his, one of the garbage chute thing. You know, and it comes forward, chat. Fucking knocks Batman off, but he has his good old grapple, and he fucking grapples himself over there, chat, where Joker is, over this precipice. He swings himself, he gets his booty butt, he gets his buns toasted, though, chat. There's no doubt about that. Alfred's got to apply a good ointment when he gets back home, but he swings it up there. Joker's like, fuck, I didn't expect that. And they start running. Joker, he's throwing his fucking cards. Would you like service with a smile? And he throws it, chat, and Batman catches it in midair. Joker's like, oh, shit, he's serious. And Batman's like, I'm gonna fuck you up. And the Joker, he starts running, chat, as fast as his widow legs can carry him. But, of course, he trips over a goddamn rope. And again, this is a weird thing. He trips over a rope, and that causes him to fall over the edge, even though there's a fucking bar there. Fucking falls over. Rope, leg gets caught, and then he's just getting his fucking hair singed off. Chase like, Batman, you wouldn't let me fry, would you? Please. And Batman's like, and we get weird cut from Batman just going, oh, this son of a bitch. If I did that, if I let him fry, I could save myself from a lot of tragedy. But I got my rule, and he fucking pulls up the Joker, chat, and arrests the Joker, and the day is, I guess he administers the cure. I guess he gets the antidote, chat, from analyzing the Joker toxin. I think, yeah, we got a news report. And fucking Batman saved the day and administered a cure for all Gothamites, and they're all fine. They're no longer insane. And then Batman, he just came down from a shower. He's like, I showered 8 times, Alfred. I'm pruned. Look at my hands. I'm so pruned, and I still smell like garbage. But Alfred, he feels a little bad. He's like, yeah, but I broke all these priceless cultural artifacts, and this Ming vase, it's worth so much. He throws it in the trash, and Bruce is like, oh, Alfred, don't worry about it. I'll just take it out of your salary for the rest of your life. And he just walks off, and Alfred's like, I don't make that much though. And then Bruce, he turns around, Chad comes around the corner. April Fools. Oh, Batman, see, Chad, he can tell a joke too. It can happen. And that is Batman episode 4, The Last Laugh, chat. It's a fun episode. I really like this one. I even like it more than Christmas with the Joker. There's just so many cool and creative shots. I think the action, by this time, the series has gotten a little bit better. There's a lot more, there's different sequences throughout it, because you got kind of like some similar stuff for the first 3 episodes. No, not true. Like Leather Wings had some creative stuff, and then episode 2, Christmas with the Joker, and then 3 of Scarecrow. Not too many creative action sequences, but this one, they had a lot of fun ones. And I just love the stuff they do with the Joker. It's so cool what they do. Like the whole him just sitting cross-legged, just staring at the screen, the shadows passing over his face. It's really interesting stuff. Highly recommend checking it out. Tow! Welcome back. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. I think the Joker is Bruce Wayne's illegitimate brother. From they kind of hint at that. And I mean, you can say it's like maybe it is, maybe it isn't in Joker. In the Joaquin Phoenix movie. Joker's a little unpredictable. He is. How's your green? Anything? Very good question. Very good question. I just don't know. Pushing their baby. Yeah, pushing the baby carriages. Pushing the baby carriages in the fucking traffic. Bah! Those babies, they go flying. They go flying. It's like Joker's just out there. Pull! Boom! That's what he's doing, Chad. He's an evil son of a bitch. That's what he does. You can't pin down the Joker's gonna do next. Barry, great review, Chris. Thank you. Thank you, Danger Monk.